This is your family's first and most important line of defense against Mother Nature. When she strikes, make sure you call the people that I trust, my family and friends at Exterior Home Solutions. Exterior Home Solutions 2-minute drill on this Tuesday. Got to hear from Tim Banks, Kelsey Pope, and Jermon McCoy. And we'll start with McCoy, who clearly has been fantastic through the first 4 games, has great ball skills, Brent, and probably is a little better than even Tim Banks realized when they took him out of the portal from Oregon State.
Yeah, and Tim Banks acknowledged that post, when he met with the media. Like, look, we expect all of the transfers to hit, but we liked what we saw on tape. But yeah, he's played probably better than we thought he would play. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say, hey, we thought we had something. We knew exactly what we had when we got it. But he's been really good. That whole back end has meshed together pretty well through 4 games. Different tests this week than what they've had prior to, but their communication with each other, it was firmly on display when you go back to that Oklahoma game and the first 4th down stop. Great communication between the 2 DBs to pass off that route, allow McCoy to get the PBU. They're playing with a lot of confidence back there, and they seem to be communicating well.
The ability to defend, a running quarterback in Green, and one that probably throws it a little better on the run than he does, on platform, is something that will be talked about all week long. How much do you think the fact that Tennessee, got Hawkins at the end of the Oklahoma game helps them in this game?
Well, I mean, probably a little bit. I mean, but Green's going to throw it vertically better than Hawkins was going to throw it at that point. Now, we'll see what Hawkins develops into. But Green, with his experience at Boise State, when he scrambles, he's keeping his eyes up to go vertical, to go deep. And you think about this, Tennessee's only had 4 pass attempts against them of 20 yards or more.
Pretty wild.
They've not been stretched vertically down the field. They will be in this game, which is why their eyes have to be really good. You can't commit and come up on something on a scramble and let him throw it over your head, because that's how Arkansas scored their first touchdown. That's what they like to do. It's that backyard stuff. So your eyes are going to have to be really good, and Tennessee's front 7 is going to have to handle a lot of the containment.
I still think this is an Arion Carter type game. The athleticism, the ability to play sideline to sideline, and the ability to get to Green.
Yeah, and I think when you look at what Arkansas's done through 4 games, 5 games that they've played, they want to go outside the tackle box. They're averaging right at 200 yards rushing a game, but they really don't like to hammer hard up inside. It's a lot of zone read. It's a lot of outside runs. They've got, not counting quarterback scrambles, they've got 500 of their 900 yards rushing or whatever it is on stuff outside the tackle box, right and left. So they are a wide running football team, and Tennessee's got to get to the corners. Their eyes have to be good, which plays into your point that this feels like it's got an Arion Carter feel to it.
Finally, the receiver position, a really deep position. The question is, what do they do this week when they play 12 personnel and only 2 on the field? Does Arkansas's defense allow them to play more 3 receiver sets, which is what they've been accustomed to under Josh Heupel?
Well, we'll see. I mean, I think Kelsey Pope's message publicly today was probably a message he's been saying privately to his receivers. You guys need to be more consistent. There's another step we have to take. Yeah. Not that we're playing bad. He didn't rip on them or, eviscerate them or anything like that, but he made it very clear there's an expectation for another step for this group to take. And he's looking for more consistency out of Chris Brazel and acknowledge, hey, Brew and Thornton were hot, and that's who we were going to play because they were hot. Feels like if somebody's hot Saturday, they're going to ride that hand a little bit more than maybe just a regular rotation. I'm not saying a rotation is shrinking, but it may shrink a little bit based on who's playing the best, who's playing with a hot hand. They may ride that hand a little bit more than they have the first 4 games of the season.
It may shrink, but I still think Mike Matthews plays a role on this football team more and more as the season goes along. He is Brent Hubbs. I'm Austin Price for the Exterior Home Solutions 2-minute drill.